Uh, Mateage.
I've always I always love the feeling when you correct someone when like let's say like they say a statement and then it's like, oh, you spelled like X word wrong and it's like nothing to do with what they said. I always love doing shit like
I
that.
know. So good.
It's like this guy says to me, it's like, oh my gosh, welcome up, you're so bad. Sorry, you spelled welcome up, you're so awesome wrong.
It's so talk. Oh my gosh, primal rage was unlocked in Cyrus. I just learned like the reason why the QWERTY keyboard exists. It's because when they had typewriters, people were literally too good at doing just like the regular ABC. So to intentionally nerf people, they made it like that. They just randomized it. Just so people could be worse at typing. So toxic, dude.
Why? That's horrible.
Because the typewriters would jam up too much.
Oh, because they're
It
so
is very evil.
fast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's horrible. That we had to learn like a. Oh, that's so annoying.
I know, right? And it's like,
And then
it's
it's too
so
late to
widespread, they'd
convert.
never change it back. Yeah, yeah. It's like, imagine you're playing a video game and you have like A, B, C, D keyboard. It'd be too hard. In TF2, there's just like a random image or just a random JPEG of a coconut, and it's never used in the game. And if you like take it out, the game doesn't open.
What?
Yeah, that's weird, right? But I was thinking to myself, what if it's like an anti-piracy measure, right? So like, let's say you pirate the game, but then it just doesn't open.
You don't get the coconut.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's a free
That's
game,
cool.
so I don't even
I
know
mean,
why they
actually,
do
yeah,
that.
that's true.
Dude, this year was just too fucked up. Gonna be a good one to tell children though. It's like, what other time in history did people get to stay home on a computer to do school? It's like that's fucking crazy. But
Me every day.
yeah, my dad was talking to me about it. It's like, there's no way we'll ever go like back to the way it was. Like, what if a kid's sick? Now the teachers just know how to start a Zoom class. So if there's like 1 to 2 kids sick, well, I don't know, just start a Zoom class. So then there's no
Yeah.
excuse for missing the class. But begs the question: there's always that one kid that's gonna leave every time there's a test flash quiz. That's gonna want to do it online. So that might be an exception. But I think this might be something new, you know?
Yeah. I mean, school is kind of already all digitally, you know.
Yeah, yeah. The more
There's
you
just
think about it,
useless assignments, and then now there's this PDFs, I guess. Like mostly it was on Google Classroom and stuff like that.
dude, kind of
Like
weird.
I
Cause
haven't
like,
written an essay on paper in like since like
oh
third
yeah,
grade or
since
something.
like freaking elementary when they made us write stuff.
Yeah.
Cause like, why would you? That's so much paper wasted. Like, might as well just
Yeah.
freaking do it digitally.
Remember when the teachers were like, "Oh, you have to write your rough draft on your paper,
Oh
but
my
then your
gosh,
actual
dude.
so dumb."
Rough drafts are such a drag. Nowadays, my rough draft is like, oh, should I actually misspelled that? That's cringe. And then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Finals are gonna be a deciding factor in a lot of my classes, I think, especially math.
Yeah.
Quite fearful. But it shouldn't be too hard to still line.
The class I have the lowest grade is in Spanish, and then the class I care about the most is the one I had the lowest grade because I haven't been doing anything in it, but it's the one I'm interested in. Because I've been too focused on the shitty ones, you know. I don't have enough
Yeah.
time to do my animation or whatever.
It's like, I was hyped COVID happened, but I'm also like sad COVID happened. Because I didn't pay attention at all, dude. I didn't learn how to like perfectly cheat till like the 4th quarter. So I failed a lot of fucking math quizzes that I could have easily passed. Like, all I had to do was look it up, but I didn't know how. So yeah, I gotta pull it together. I remember when they were talking to us about plagiarism, like, this sounds so stupid, there must be a way around this. And I looked it up, and then the dude literally, like, put his thing into Word, and he did this, like, special command, and it, like, literally removed it of all plagiarism. And I was like, what the fuck? I gotta find that video game, because it seems very useful. But yeah, in your own words is always so subjective, so who are they to say that this isn't my own words?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, how else am I supposed to get the information? either I'm copying it from the book or I'm copying it from a website in my own words,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah, my own words are just their words but rearranged.
I know, right? Like, do you want me to put, like, I don't know. You're gonna get the same information either way. It's stupid.
I walked through a doorway. I opened the door and then walked through and saw a room and I went into that room.
I know, right? Either I'm gonna make it so complex I lose the meaning, or so, like, just make it a fractal, like, not even a full sentence.
Like marketer person text me, and I didn't respond, and and then they said, "Please stop," and I was like, "What?"
It's unbearable, sir, please. Dude, I don't know what I did, but only Spanish fucking spam callers call me. And I don't know what to do. I get so hyped when everyone calls me because I get the supreme chance to troll, but struggle.
Okay, wait. What should I say? It's been a month. Should I say something?
I mean, come on, you gotta get
Okay.
it now.
Hi, Ken. Sorry for fucking being gone for a month. I have this one person in my contact, or not in my contacts, but like one of their messages, and it's just a number, right? And then it just says "Go East." So I'm like, it has to be one of them. It has to be one of them.
Dude, I don't know what happened to my contacts. Like, every time I add my sister as a contact, it says sister, right? And I think my dad is like on my phone or something. Like, our phones are connected. Because whenever it just changes it to daughter. So then my friends go through my phone and they see fucking daughter. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't have a fucking daughter. So I just unsaved her contact and I just know who it is. Dude, my room has like no ventilation. So like it's either hot or cold. No awesomeness. I think I'm like actually evil because like I turn on my fan and then I put on blankets for the perfect temperature. But then I like waste a shit ton of electricity and stuff. Because my mom's just like, pick one. You get your fan or your blanket. I'm like, come on, dude. It's optimized. Also, I like the fan for white noise. Like, I'm so accustomed to it now. I can't do it without.
You sleep with your fan on?
Yeah.
Okay.
White noise, dude.
I used to do that until my dad complained about the electricity bill. And then I was like, oh. And yeah.
I've been listening to music while I sleep for like an hour and it gives me weird ass dreams.
I haven't had a dream in so long.
Dude, start like listening to shit. Like, just get a random video. Like, I literally watched Melee for 20 minutes and I had weird ass dreams. Not even about Melee.
That sounds
But the best sleep I've ever had still to this day is to wake up like extremely early in the morning. Like, you get like 6 hours of sleep and then you stay up for like hour or two and then you go back to sleep. Dude, it's too weird. Because like I'm listening to freaking H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu book and then the audiobook guy and then I'm like it's hard to explain, but I'm thinking of something else so I don't hear the audiobook exactly right. And then all I hear is please listen to the book. Obviously that wasn't said. My mind fucking made that up in the guy's voice, but it sounded like it. So I'm like half asleep, half awake, freaking out in my own dream. It's too weird, dude. And listening to yourself while you sleep, that'd be pretty cool.
Actually, yeah, what the hell? What if you listen to yourself while sleeping? Would you have a dream about you talking to yourself?
That could be pretty interesting.
It sounds terrifying, because I remember I had this series of dreams. It was like when I first got my fedora, and it was about the fedora. So, first dream, empty room. It's like the light is, like on the like like the FNAF hat and like the lights on it. It's like that, but with a fedora, and there's like gloves, and the gloves are clapping, and it's going like this, right? And then you just hear like really silently like like a weird like thing, and it just keeps going on. And then I don't remember the second one, but I remember the third one is a terrifying one. It's like a really bright room, and it's like in the shape of like a thermometer, and like
yeah.
At the very end, it's like a circle kind of, and there's a bunch of mirrors in it. And I look in the mirror, and the mirror's not like a reflection. It's like the mirrors are like cameras from like right behind me, So like I'm looking at my back when I look in the mirror.
Oh, that's
but then
cool.
my head
There's,
is
like,
facing
mirrors
towards
all
me
around.
still. So my head's basically on backwards, and I'm staring at myself. And my it's just really weird. And like the hat was in the middle of the room in each one of them.
That's interesting.
I remember there's a third one, but I don't know which one it is.
I have like a few dreams I'll never forget. They're just too fucking weird. Like I remember them in
This is-
vivid detail to this day. Like when they were
Yeah.
happened when I was like 6.
Yeah, it's so weird, right? I have this one dream where I was in my bunk bed because originally I didn't have my own room, so I slept with my mom. My mom's on the bottom, I was on the top. Lad. But like,
Nice victories.
I wish I had that.
So-
Not gonna lie.
so for some reason, if you go under a bed or a table, it makes you invisible in my dream. So that was just like a normal thing you think of, right? So it's like, oh, there's someone breaking into the house, go under the table, you go invisible, like something like that, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
like evil zombie Grinches, like the movie one, like the realistic ones, they were in my house, and I had this one toy of like the red Cars guy, like what's his name? Orange car, Snot Rod from Cars. I had the toy of Snot Rod from Cars, and what happened was, in the dream, the Grinch took the nose from Snot Rod, and in real life, I had the nose of Snot Rod toy, and I think this dream was to justify why that happened. So then, what happened was the Grinches were all over the house. My grandpa and I had to go under the coffee table, and my mom was in our room, and we didn't know if she was able to go under, so we thought they might have killed her, and I started crying, and I woke up crying.
Ooh, that's weird.
And then I went down to check if my mom was there, and she wasn't there, so I panicked, and then she was in the restroom.
That'd be fearful, dude. Well, I remember being a little kid, like I don't know, 6 or 7, and like waking up in the middle of the night. But the middle of the night to me was like 12, because I was like a
Mhm.
baby, right? But when I'd wake up, my vision was like fucked. So I'd see everything as like 20 times smaller than it was. So like my hand would be like nothing. It was so weird, and I can never recreate it. I don't know if it was a dream or what, but it happened all the time when I accidentally woke up. It's too weird.
It's so
dude.
weird.
But yeah, one of the dreams I had, it was a zombie apocalypse, but also there's a bunch of like rich mates eating in a freaking hotel, including my parents, and the only people like guarding the outside were me and my cousins. And the way we fought zombies was with pillows, because this is 6-year-old logic. And like they were getting through and we were attacking them with pillows. And then for some reason there's also a theater. So we go to the back, and then my sister pulls out a pack of chocolate, and then the chocolate had brains on it. She's like, I'm a zombie too. And I was like, what? But I think she was like faking it or something. I don't know. It was a weird dream. It was funny though.
Yeah, I remember I have this one apocalypse dream. It's like the really common thing where like you're running, but it's really slow and everything feels really slow.
Ooh.
So I was running away from zombies, and I was in my hall, and the hall was super deep, and you could see down. And I was running away from a zombie really slow, and then he was just like imagine like trying to run really slow, and the zombie's like just like crawling at you, but he's faster than you somehow. So that
Yeah,
was
I got
happening,
you, I
right?
got you.
So I jumped in, I dived into the hallway, so it was like a really deep hole, and I was just falling down, and it was like I was falling down slowly, and there's like a bunch. So like picture a hole, but then there's like a bunch of like like the one place in Hollow Knight where like it's like all of like the elevator thing, the very like in it's not an elevator. It's like there's like a bunch of platforms, and then you just go left and right down.
Yes, yeah.
Like a ladder, like that thing. That's basically how it was. There's like a bunch of holes in this side, and there's like a bunch of gravestones underground under my house. There's a bunch of zombies just like hanging out,
Shit.
and it wasn't scary though. Like the only scary part was running away from the zombie. But while I was falling down, they were just like looking at me like they were confused. Like, why is this guy in our fucking house? And I was just like floating down. The zombies were just like confused at me. Like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
the zombies are confused at you.
Mm-hmm. And then I woke up with my my stomach dropped when I woke up.
Dude,
One of
I
those
always have this reoccurring thing that used to happen in my dreams. It happened since like I was like 14, and like an object would fall and break. Like just imagine a glass cup. What happens? They drop it, it fucking shatters. But instead of shattering at the last moment, it would just like go back to the original spot it was. So it'd be like super fucking OCD, like literally just break already. So then I'd be there, and then I'd be trying to break the object by like my own willpower, by like doing it, right? And then whenever I moved it, it would do it. But if I stopped, like trying to do it, it would just repeat over and over again. So it was like super fucking annoying. And this would happen to me all the time. I don't know, it's too weird.
That is cool, strange.
And then you ever just like jerk over while you're sleeping? Like you punch someone and you freaking move?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Dude, that's the
Yeah.
weirdest
Like,
one.
you wake up in like a different position, like entirely.
Oh no, dude! Like I can feel myself move.
You can?
Yeah.
What?
Like I'm
Dude, I
asleep
have
and I'm
this.
charging at someone and I punch them and I feel my arm move.
That's
Ugh.
weird. Dude, oh my fucking god, this is the craziest dream ever. So, I'm in my house, but for some reason, I'm doing the SATs on my bed, right? So, I'm
Oh
doing my
shit!
SATs, checking out
Twenty.
shit, right? Just doing it. I look outside. You know what the gray Roblox template looks like?
I think I have a vague
It,
view of
just
it.
imagine like a Lego, like just like no, it's just a huge platform. This is great, right? I look outside. The sky's purple. The it's just a huge gray Roblox base plate, and then I go outside, and there's like a bunch of characters. There's Yoda's head, two Patricks, one SpongeBob, and then two aliens that I don't remember what they look like, and they're just walking towards my house, just talking about shit, right? And then now all of a sudden I'm not from my own perspective, but I'm now from the perspective of a flying TV that's just hovering over them, and I can see
What?
myself looking at them. So now I'm just buzzing around them, right? And they're trying to swat me away because they're pissed at me for some reason. I guess because I'm like a bug to them, right? So I'm looking at them, and then the two Patricks are talking about how that like one of them is better than the other one, and then there's a huge vote, and then one of the Patricks gets kicked off of the base plate, so they just fall into the abyss. And he screams.
Damn.
So then now there's one Patrick, and then the two aliens. I think they ate SpongeBob, so there's like, or like it's weird. Like they ate him, but he was still there. You know, I
In
don't know how to
canon?
explain that. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of, I guess. So then what happens at the very end? The Yoda face turns towards me, and it's for some reason it's like really like there's so many polygons, like it's not like rendered well. And then he doesn't have pupils, and he screams at me. He goes,